Inspired by it.
Motivation. Inspired by you. Motivation.
Inspired by motivation.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Reflections. If I am so inclined to say, this new episode should be. Hold on, one second. As I look. Yes, this new episode should be episode 54. Or not 54, episode 53. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 53 of Wednesday Reflections. Today, I just thought, it'd be very dope and customary to just talk about, struggles of motivation, struggles of life. It gets troubling, it gets troubling, it gets hectic, it gets overwhelming. It can bring a little, side or, shade to your mental stability and whatnot. But it's also important to keep calm, do what it do, and be cautious in your decisions, in your decision making. So I'm on Zoom today. Want to try something different. I want to incorporate people in here. So, to anybody who joins up and wants to chat it up, going to be included in the video when it drops today at some point. And as always, I'm going to keep it authentic for y'all. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to keep it cool, keep it copacetic, keep it real. And that's how it's going to be. So if we think back to my life now, a year ago, COVID started, and we were looking for a job. And currently, we're still looking. So no shame in that. Everything happened with me. I'm a firm believer of anything that's meant to happen will happen at the time that it's meant to be. So there's no stressing, none of that. You just have to relax, stay calm, stay motivated. And that's pretty much it. You don't really have to be stressing too much about it because there's no point in doing that. So why do that? Also, it's spring, so the allergies are at its highest right now. So if you hear me sniffling, I'm not sick, just my allergies raging. Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. It's important. You guys probably can relate to struggles of life, which is easy to because we all go through them. Nothing's easy. Life is never meant to be easy. And as much as I have posted videos about staying motivated, staying you, and doing all the things and tips that you can to really be the best you that you can be, there are times where you can't. There are times where it's hard. There are times where it seems impossible. And with all that to consider, you have to really think to yourself and be like, yo, is this the real? Like, if this is what's happening right now, you got to take that second to yourself and realize, dang, am I really doing what I need to do to really be the successful me that I want to be? And all those questions are good and all of it is all great and whatnot, but what can you do, right? What can you do? So with anything to truly consider, like what you're doing and why you're doing it, I always go back to reflecting on the past. And a lot of people may say, oh man, I don't want to look at the past. I don't want to look back at that. I used to feel that way. I used to be like, man, past does not make me. I'm not worried about it. But it's very vital to just look back at it and think about where you started, where you struggled, who you were then to who you are now. And if you're able to do that, it can kind of ease up on them struggles that you have in your everyday life. And like anything, life is never meant to be easy. I'm going to reiterate that and say it again. Life is never meant to be easy. And if you think it is, listen. Like the great DJ Khaled always says, you played yourself. And it's true. You always play yourself if you're going to think that life is just a piece of cake and you can just take it the way you will. But it's not like that. There's always continued steps. There's always somebody dropping a book about 5 successful things to do in life to get where you want to be, to get here, to get there. They say that because they've been there. They give suggestions as to how you can overcome the situations that you're in. And what better than to really be concrete and hear other people's ideas to how they solve their situations and compare them to yourselves. I found that the greatest meditation to anything in my life has been music. And it's because music has always been a therapeutic thing for me. For example, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, they released Leave the Door Open. The song sounds like a very Motown-esque soulful neo soul song that you can tell where the influence is coming from. You could tell Bruno Mars wrote that, and you could tell Anderson .Paak wrote some of it too because of the style reference. Anderson .Paak be on that thing. And if you really like see how music is, chord progressions, leading tone, passing tones, minor, major, how to arrange key signatures, all of it. They all have a meaning. There may be the complex instructions, or there may be the unorthodox style of you learning things by ear and understanding them by ear and finding the emotion, the raw, the grit. It's kind of like life. How you choose your friends, how you surround yourself with people. Sometimes you got to have that one gritty friend that's going to tell you how it is, like it is, and it's going to be blunt. It's going to be for with you. I'm like, yo, man, that person you're hanging out with, they're not it. They're going to be real with you. You're going to have the one friend that probably sugarcoats things. And that's cool. You need that in your life. I think the most important advice anyone has ever told me is it's good to have a balance. Having a balance in life is important because too much of one thing can be harmful to you, whether it's good or whether it's bad. And just hearing that is just a big eye opener. It's like, wow, for real? Like, are you serious right now? And like, I never really thought it was going to be like that in that way, in that nature. But it's deep. It's something that really cuts deep in your soul when you can really see the things that can cause you pain, cause you stress. And if you can really see the rhyme to the reason of why you go through the things that you do, and you start to change how you live your life and your lifestyle a little bit more and a little bit more, then you're going to see some certain doors open. It's like someone told me once, in order to get to where you want to be, you got to keep working at it day by day. It's not going to come to you the next day. Don't expect for it to be given to you. Keep working at it because the odds will better come into your favor the more that you repeat this step and the more you manifest it. And like, just thinking back to the videos I upload, I always used to talk about manifesting something. Young in high school, I was always about the manifesting, the spirituality of things all the time before anybody was really hip with it. Like I was there. But now that I really think about how it correlates now to being out of college in the real world that they always spoke of, I'm starting to understand why people tend to get so stressed that they have weight problems, and they tend to get so stressed that their mental stability gets harmed. They tend to go through so much stress that they feel like it's a life or death situation almost. I was thinking about this the other day because I was like, wow, if I wasn't an even killed type of individual, I would succumb to heavy depression, heavy things like that. But the things I always tried to keep around me was a positive environment around me, people I surround myself with, friends and family, the things that I do in life, the things that I want to work towards. There's all a rhyme to these lessons. And it makes you really wonder and understand, is this really where I want to be in life? Like, is this where I want to see myself? Who am I? Type of thing. Like I always used to say, who are you? It really makes you think about it. And as much as I'd like to be telling you that there's always a happy ending, sometimes there aren't happy endings. Sometimes there are hard things to overcome. There are tragedies. We are our own tragic hero. Just like Shakespeare has different heroes in his stories who are very tragic. For example, Romeo and Juliet, Caesar, all of those different stories. There are tragic heroes that go through stuff. There are protagonists, there are antagonists, there are deeper meanings, and there are things that question you and ask you with the question, who is really the hero and who is really the villain, or is there a villain at all? Just like in reference to Black Panther, T'Challa versus the antagonist. Like, who's really the villain? Who's really the hero? Or are we both heroes just living our stories on opposite sides? not really understanding each other's view till it's too late, till there is a death involved. You could tell my brain has been really thinking about a lot of things, and this Wednesday reflection will be simple to just title it Struggles of Life, but maybe we just need to say the struggles that we endure. You know what I'm saying? Struggles that we endure. And I think it's easier said that way because it speaks more volumes towards your own character when you're able to go through the things that really harm you in a way. But they strengthen you in a way as well. And if you can overcome those things, then there are no problem and no worry that you will become something great. Definitely. And I firmly believe that. Now, with this being a special Zoom episode, I'm pretty much just leaving it open for anybody to join and just communicate with me when they can, when they see my post, because I made a post on one of my social medias. But if no one joins, that's fine. This is like the first test of this. Tomorrow we'll do it again, just to change it up a little bit, change it up a notch, because when you wake up and you just want to feel like you want to change up something because the mood don't feel right. That's how I felt this morning. I was like, no, I don't feel like doing a traditional video. I want to do something different. And why not? So I think this week and probably going forward for a little bit, there'll be videos like this where you see my face and I'm just talking and having just a straight up monologue, full length monologue, my life. You know what I'm saying? So if you like this video, please be sure to go down below, click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and also have a great and amazing day also. I love y'all. Thank you for being a part of the Inspired by AQ family. Continue to be the great and amazing people that you are day in and day out. Till next time.
Because it's Inspired by AQ versus AQ the singer. Which side are you on? The motivation side or the music side?
I saw you dancing alone. You got me like an approach. Your body was talking to me. You shine and you are.